Hey guys, Valtorious the Awoken here. So for today's video, we're going to be talking about the failed ninja I believe in all of Naruto is Anko. This video goes out to Ned the Boss, well Ned Boss, on what if Anko was a spy for Orochimaru. Now Anko was Orochimaru's student and she did idolize him and wanted to become him. And the crazy part of all of this was that Orochimaru had, I think it was either 10 or more test subjects and was experimenting on all of them. And the only person that was to survive at all was basically Anko. Now in this crucial moment, when Orochimaru altered her memories because he didn't want to kill her since she was too good of a test subject to kill, let's just say the memory altering wiped most of her memories and she basically was factory resetted, where she only knew Orochimaru. So Orochimaru would have had to reteach her all of his jutsus that he previously taught her, and I would have said that she probably would have joined the Sound Ninja 5 until she probably would have gotten like a better role, in which she would have probably been able to like infiltrate the Hidden Leaf Village and to spy and keep tabs on what's going on, and mainly to watch Sasuke. And I felt that Anko should have been able to do more in the Naruto series instead of being like a side character, because it's sad that she didn't even get enough airtime to do anything. She was only shown a little bit in Naruto and was barely shown in the Naruto Shippuden series. And to even make it worse, she gotten fat and still hasn't done much in the Boruto series unless to change. But yeah, I believe Anko would have been one of the few ninjas that would have done more, because when you see Orochimaru, and you would think, yeah, this guy wants to learn all the jutsus and to become immortal, and you would think, yeah, he would have had like some sort of cult or something, but instead he was kidnapping like a lot of people, countless amounts of people, and was doing like crazy amounts of experiments on them just to find more research. And Kabuto and Anko would have had like some major problems after Orochimaru got defeated by Sasuke and sealed and burned by Itachi, because when Orochimaru got defeated, Kabuto was the one to inject Orochimaru's cells into his body and eventually learn Snake Sage Mode. But I'll say that Anko would have continued to follow Orochimaru all the way up to his defeat by Sasuke, and she would have been there watching, thus making her angry and wanting to kill Sasuke due to the fact that Sasuke, defeated Orochimaru and stuff. And since she wasn't strong enough to fight Sasuke, she would have been the one to inject Orochimaru's cells into her body like Kabuto did, and eventually to learn Snake Sage Mode. And for Kabuto, I still see him doing the same thing like he did in the anime, join Obito in the war while Anko is looking for Sasuke so she can kill him. But man, it would have been crazy to see her versus Sasuke versus Itachi. And Itachi uses the Inzunami on her like he did to Kabuto, trapping her in an infinite loop. And I'll say that since she is stuck in her own mind and has to do some self-thinking about everything that has happened, I would say that when Orochimaru altered her memories, that all of her memories come back, and that's when she finally realizes on what happened, and that she was being manipulated by Orochimaru to not only be his spy for the village, but also sell information to other villages about the Hidden Leaf Village. And when the Infinite Tsukuyomi stuff happened, despite everything that has happened, she would have been dreaming of her, her becoming Hokage or just a great ninja of the Hidden Leaf, and Orochimaru as someone who was a true teacher and a friend to her, rather than a person who just saw her as a test subject and just said, well, I'm not going to kill you, you just whatever to me, you're just going to be that one good test subject that I'm gonna eventually come back to doing something with you, but when episodes and seasons later, I just completely forget. But yeah, I think that's how it would have been, and the only one who would have probably been able to figure out she was a spy would have been Kakashi and probably Danzo. Yeah. I'll say she would have joined the Ambu Black Ops since she wasn't a squad leader or anything, and after she joined them at a certain time, she probably would have left the Ambu and would have been like a teacher. And when Orochimaru infiltrated the Hidden Leaf Village disguised as the Kazekage, that would have been all Orochimaru, since he wanted to kill Sarutobi for shits and giggles. And she would have tried to kidnap Sasuke after he lost to Berserk Gaara, and would have failed to do so since Naruto was super kicking Gaara and Sakura and Kakashi's pet dog showed up and she would have changed her approach due to being Orochimaru's spy and all. But it's sad that the most of the Naruto characters in the show didn't get enough airtime or no airtime at all. But yeah, I think that's how it would have been and stuff. But you know, apparently I had some other stuff to do. Somebody sent me like a thing on, they wanted me to do I guess like what if like Sasuke was with Hinata, right? And what if I guess Sakura was with Naruto? Now I'm not sure because there's plenty of stories that's going on. Well, there's a lot of videos about that, but I don't know. Y'all let me know what y'all think on the whole matter at hand and stuff. But yeah, Anko and being like Orochimaru's like spy for the Hidden Leaf and stuff, and selling like information to like other villages. I think she would have been like one of the type of people that would have been quiet, more like Kabuto. I would probably say more like probably like Kabuto, because remember when Kabuto was working with Orochimaru, he was kind of like playing him for like the get-go, like because when Orochimaru found Kabuto was kind of lost, because after when he was with that adoptive family, and then when he came back to the woman, he was like, oh, you know, do you remember me? And she was like, who are you? And it kind of like broke him, because he was like, you know, she was just, I guess you can kind of say like adoptive mom, and for her to not recognize Kabuto, it was heartbreaking. And then the person that found him was basically Orochimaru. He's like, oh man, this is so sad. And that's when, you know, Orochimaru kind of like brought in Kabuto, and he was like, yo, check out my work, I got these facilities, I got all this and that and stuff. And that's the thing, Orochimaru, I felt like he never fully like taught Kabuto much, because I think that Kabuto was basically good on his own. You know, it was just that his teachings and stuff that really got to Kabuto. He was like, okay, his learnings and stuff. And then eventually, like I said, when he got defeated, that's when Kabuto basically took Orochimaru's cells and said, now I can become Orochimaru and stuff. But when you think about it, Kabuto could have been like his own person. You know, he could have been like, okay, after he got defeated, I learned Snake Sage mode, now I could do my own thing and stuff, or maybe continue on Orochimaru's legacy and stuff, rather than trying to become the person, rather than trying to, you know, become him and stuff. Because like I said before, like Orochimaru was like one of the characters that was like legendary. Like, yeah, you had your Madaras, you had your Kagayas, you had your Obitos, you had like a lot of them, but it was something about Orochimaru that made it seem just, because not only was he kidnapping multiple amount of people from different villages, and probably people he found off the streets, and was bringing them to his hideouts. Like, this man had like 5-6 different hideouts and a lot of experimentations going on and stuff. So you would think that he would have had like some sort of cult, like, we're gonna worship the great snake, and it would be like Orochimaru and stuff. Like during Orochimaru's being alive and during his death, hell, I would even say that Orochimaru was that great, he could have even had like maybe like besides like the Sound Ninja 5 and other ninjas, he could have had like a grand total of a lot of ninjas who would have been like, okay, we're gonna go to Orochimaru and stuff because we want to learn stuff. And let's just say that Orochimaru would have been the one to tried them out, like gave them all like curse marks or whatever. Some would have died, and maybe some would have lived and probably would have proceeded to like use like the curse mark and stuff, because Kimimaru had it, Sasuke had it, Jugo has it, Anko kinda has it, you know. But all of these other different types of people would have had it, and I would have said that Orochimaru could have probably would have had like a small little army of people who worshipped him and was dedicated and devoted to him, where he would have had like, yo, this is the squad, they all powerful, they doing this, they doing that. Like the Sound Ninja 5, you had Sakon, Jakon, I forgot the other big guy, Choji fought him, I forgot his name. You had Jirungo, I forgot his name, but it was him. It was damn, I forgot the other girl's name. Tayuya? I think I'm botching the hell out of that word, but she was basically the one with the demon flute. You know, her, you know, all of them had like curse marks and stuff, and they did quite well. And like I said before, Orochimaru could have had that, you know, but instead he just had like something small, and he didn't really have anything like truly big and stuff. So like I said before, you only had like a handful of people who've had like Orochimaru's power. Like you had only Sasuke and Kabuto. Those are like the only two people that fully had his power. And then later on Mitsuki, who has Sage Mode. Well, White Snake Sage Mode. You know, that's it. You know, but yeah, I believe that's how you know, it could have been. And like I said, Kakashi probably would have been the one to figure out that Anko was basically a spy, or Danzo at that and stuff, because you know, she, like I said, she still probably would have been nice and stuff, like playing the role of a spy. Because remember when Kabuto was in I think the Forest of Death, or the starting of the, I guess, the Genin or Chunin exams or something, and that's when he was like chilling with like Naruto, like being cool and friendly and stuff. And that's when, you know, it all kind of like faded when Kakashi found out, oh, he had the knife to Sasuke's throat, and he said, wait a minute, what's going on here? Oh, okay, I know who you are and stuff. So it was like, I wouldn't say that scenario would have happened. It would have been a lot maybe different and stuff. You know, some things would have been noticed. You know, it wouldn't have not gone unnoticed, but some things would have been noticed about Anko. Like, she's kind of weird, she's kind of strange, you know. She's with the snakes and stuff. Like, we know a person who uses snake juices, and probably that interrogation would have had him like, yo, are you under Orochimaru's influence? You know, I know you got the snakes and all, and stuff. Like, some of them probably would have known something. She'd be like, nah. You know, played it off and some shit like that, until eventually she would have got busted and stuff. And like I said, everything that led up to Orochimaru's defeat, she probably would have been in the village after the whole Infinite Tsukuyomi Madara Kaguya business. You know, because she would have gotten her memories back at a time. Because like I said, Orochimaru was factory resetting a lot of people when he was torturing people. So I say she probably would have got her memories back and stuff. And yeah, I think that's probably how it would have been. But you know, let me know in the comment section below on what if theories and what if stuff that y'all want me to do. But yeah, you know, if you like what you heard you like, you know, please subscribe, share, you know, do all that wonderful stuff, and I'll catch you later.